twice in this series that X-Nova just comes out of nowhere. Like, he's just on a warding expedition, then he just ends up wrapping behind these people constantly.
Perfect time.
Perfect timing, and has the Senton creep to boot. And look at these deep wards that he's placed during that time that he was running around doing so. He now has full vision of OG. Yeah, he sees Ana farming these Ancients right now.
Oh, Ana. FY just giving so much information for the team. He's got eyes on him. Get the punch on the wrong target, but the snowball pass will catch Ana. Ana, he's in trouble. The blood bright silence connects. He's got the man to back up in a second, but can he really play his way out of this one? He cannot. Ana down for a minute and a half.
Just having all this vision. And X-Nova throughout this whole tournament has had the best vision in every situation, even when you wouldn't expect it. You're just like, oh, they're fighting on the left side. They're not going to have vision over here. But no, X-Nova always seems to have those prepared in every situation.
And he has some incredible foresight to be able to have these wars that just lead to really clutch pickoffs. And Axe has not spent his money on BKB. He has the money, but he might be looking to save for buyback.
We'll see if any of the buybacks do get forced out. Thompson's still dead for 15. Ideally, he doesn't buy back here. They may have to buy back on Ana. He's gone for 50 seconds. The split coming out from Chalice. He's ready to push in, look for the stun on No-Tail to hold back the Chen. As the mid-racks are exposed, PSG LGD, 40 minutes in, able to open into the base and clean out this mid lane of racks. Still Ana holding on to that buyback.
And they're going to keep going here. They really want to force this PL to come back here.
Stun onto Thompson. He will blink dodge it. But another tier 3 tower falling incredibly fast. They really don't want to use it. Seb jumps in, gets the call onto FY. There's the buyback. The Cataclysm isn't enough to do anything. It isn't. PSG LGD still fighting strong. Thompson getting focused by Somnus. Seb taken down by Armin. The triple buybacks now out as Ana in trouble. He's pulled back for this one. The deafening blast after the three of them knocks them back. But Ana gets focused. Seb! He's in with the call. He has the control onto the morphing Somnus. Now being chased by Thompson. Blinks in with the cold snap. The PL army's on top of it. They get Somnus too. As OG, they have to expend 3 buybacks, but they hold on to the top rack. Somnus now down for 2 minutes. No buyback available on this Bloodseeker.
Yeah, he's 400 gold short of it. It's up in about 8 seconds. OG, they have to make so much happen here. They have to push out all their lanes. 2 of the side lanes are already gone, but I think trying to get some kills here, like on FY here, would be very ideal.
I mean, look how close the Brew is at 25.
So close.
With that primal split cooldown.
Oh, Thompson, he sees it FY. He's used the snowball, he turns with the combo FY with the self-fuels, but OG, they've surrounded him. Seb jumps in with the call, the blade mail, FY's gone.
Instant buyback from FY.
Still that scary, scary time for LGD. 75 seconds without Somnus. OG have the full 5-man pushing in all 3 lanes at the same time as they approach LGD's base.
I don't even know if I get the head for this team fight. The LGD are both, but no blood take up to 60 seconds. This could be disastrous.
He's got a full BKB on Seb as well.
Chalice really wants to hit level 25 before he pops that primal split. So close.
Just got to be careful, Seb. Looking for that blink initiation.
Chalice is stepping back. Grabs, they give him the tome. He needed like 5 experience and they gave him the tome just to make sure that he gets it anyway. Just playing as safe as possible here.
Looks like OG don't feel that the window is big enough for them to push in whilst this Bloodseeker's still dead. They'll back away.
They can't count. They bought back 3 heroes. They weren't able to get any T30s, and there's no Roshan up yet. Big Daddy No-Tail's praying for a Rosh right now so they can get that refresher, but it's not going to be up. And maybe we'll dodge a bullet.
At least they got a good amount of economy off that, right?
Yep.
It was up to a 15k gold advantage, and they chunked it down to 7. Same thing with experience. So they did get quite a lot out of that one, but they ideally wanted to get at least one of those sets of racks to get some momentum pushing in with those 3 buybacks used.
Absolutely, it is this really scary moment of the game now for OG. We're about 5-6 minutes still without those buybacks available. If PSG LGD can find that one team fight, it could be the team fight to win TI in this window of time that they now have presented to themselves.
Ana's gone full in for that butterfly too. As they pick up also an Aeon discount Jeremy, so protected in O. DD did spawn, however, was killed.
It's also pretty scary for Maybe right now. He only has a 5-second BKB, and he does a lot of damage and will get wrecked by the X Blade Mail call if he finds it, especially with his BKB now. There's not that many ways to stop him.
It's just all about FY and Chalice, right? Just either saving or just getting into the midst of the fights and not allowing OG to get the picks.
And the smoke, it's going to be dispelled.
Let's get dispelled. But
He's in the trees. They're on the high ground. They've got the vision with the Shivas covered. Anna's on his way over. They've got the snowball down. There's the counterplay. Seb jumps in. He's able to find the call onto Chalice, but Chalice already got the BKB out. The Sunstride's going to be down onto FY, but FY will survive. Seb pots the BKB. He'll try and stand his ground, but Seb, he's going to go down. No buyback on the axe. As HyperX as well, surrounded by PSG LGD. The Eon Disc will proc, but they'll fight through it.
He has to buy back immediately.
Look at these creep track by these Force Spirits. On the bottom rune, they have no creeps in the mid lane.
Sienna still holding on to that buyback on HyperX. But as Ben said, the creeps aren't here.
It's backdoor. Can they breach through it? It's not looking like it right now. Maybe everyone hitting the same one.
That creep cutting, is it enough to hold OG in the game?
You see No-Tail's already running to just, he doesn't care. He's going to throw his life for this. He needs to just keep these creeps out of the base to keep that back door up. He doesn't care if he dies.
Which he certainly will, as they get upon him. They find his life. 1 minute now without No-Tail and without Seb. Topson, Anna, and HyperX. The only 3 heroes that can offer their defense during this final minute, this final stand.
HyperX is really trying to hold on to his buyback.
As Chalice split of course up once again. They're finishing off this second set of racks. He's got the Cyclone holding Anna up in the skies. As this Rax on the top lane will fall, the melee Rax gone. PSG LGD playing this carefully. As they'll go down towards the bottom as well. Arme, doppelgangers, he's losing a fair bit of mana into the PL. Still able to shift back into their Morphling if needs be. As OG, they will lose their top Rax, but they won't lose the game. PSG LGD are playing it safe. They know how close they are to victory, and they will not throw it away.
And they know that the Roche is probably respawning pretty soon, and it actually is up, so that is that refresher shard. They already have pretty much infinite primal splits up anyway, but they feel very confident here.
They weren't able to deward that ward in the mid lane, so it looks like they are going for a Roche fake out.
Check Anna is on top of X-Nova. The Ghost Step's going to get the set. He's in. The call, the MP, the Caliber, but FY is in. He's able to get the save off in time to keep this man alive. Chalice is down. Buyback from X-Nova and Chalice. FY with the Invis. Somnus looking to get involved. Pots the BKB to get over the ice roll. They get on top of Seb. Seb's in trouble. Seb's gone. The axe down once again for 90 seconds. As now FY giving them the vision, but they see him. They've got the doppelganger to jump away from the snowball. The snowball over to Topson. The self-fuels. FY trying to buy time for the rest of LGD to come in. Again, up into the air. Arme straight on top of No-Tail. FY will fall. Arme looking towards No-Tail. No-Tail pops the hand of God, but No-Tail beat it down by Arme and Somnus. Chalice gets the primal split off as Anna. He's been left behind in Topson. He's got to do something incredible in terms of the combo. Can he find the angle? HyperX coming in, keeping Anna alive. Anna with a doppelganger. The deafening blast comes out onto the 2 of them. Anna trying to go in, looking for the kill. Can he find it in time onto X-Nova? He's on top of him, trying to beat him down. Anna again with the doppelganger, now retreating back towards the base. As X-Nova will survive. HyperX back in, the combo. Meatball down onto Chalice, but Chalice is so tanky. Pops the Shiva's gone. He's on top of HyperX. HyperX is gone. Anna as well. Can he really fight back against the Somnus, and X-Nova is so low? As the buyback for HyperX comes in, he's healing Anna back up. That buyback could set them up for the kill on X-Nova. The cold snap down onto the attraction. They find him. Arme, he's out of mana. He's starting to shift into the strength, but he's surrounded. OG, can they find the ball? They can! OG are still in the game. Arme buys back immediately. But now it's PSG LGD's turn to be without 2 of their supports. Seb's going to be back up in 8 seconds.
Oh my god, that buyback from HyperX onto that shrine, being able to save Anna, but Anna also toying with them with that doppel. He sent the illusion. They thought that was the real one. They actually couldn't finish him off, even though they got the thirst vision of him for a second.
With the level 25 talent on the doppelganger, it's really hard to kill him.
Seb,
yeah,
he's looking straight for the play. Can he find Somnus? He's hunting. Somnus, he's there, Seb. He'll see him. Oh, doesn't get the call though, and now Seb. He'll be ruptured. They're looking at him, but Anna, he's straight in on top of Somnus. Somnus puts the BKB. Anna again with the doppelganger. They see Cataclysm coming out. And Somnus still alive. Anna will be able to force him away. They've got the head. They've got the control. They're on top of him. Can they kill him in time? They can. Chalice got for 2 minutes. And Seb, he's finding, looking for Arme. Big Daddy No-Tail gets the penitence out. Only onto the illusion though. Arme able to waveform up to the high ground. As Arme should be fine here.
Thompson's got the ghost, so he's got Hex
maybe
up soon too.
Oh, the doppelganger armies over the trees. Can he hide his way out of this?
He's back, real one.
Goes for the waveform. Seb tries for the call, but he's already out of there. Nice play from Arme.
And he buys so much time too for his team there. The Brewmaster was dead for 120 seconds, now only 90.
Still a big window for OG. They're only without Jerax for the same amount of time. And that lead that PSG LGD had, it is going down a little bit. Only 4K, 5K at the moment. With these last few fights, obviously the 25s now coming out on OG. Thompson's into the pit.
What a timely DD coming out for him too. I don't think they expected to be taken out this fast. He's almost able to solo it with the help of these summons. And that's a reflection shot. There's no way to get this. There's no way LGD can.
Oh, and the Seb level 25 too. That extra Berserker's Call AoE. It catches people out. They don't expect it.
It does not feel like OG HyperX now.
Yeah. The Berserker's Call now is, I mean, the AoE is really massive now when you have that talent.
It's so hard to play against. Can PSG LGD do it? They've got the Basher now for Somnus. For just a 2K lead with those last big comeback plays from OG. Still 30 seconds without Chalice.
Double Hex coming out now. Thompson and these 5-second BKBs, yeah, I mean, they were crushing with their BKBs.
He's spotted out.
Got the vision. They're on top of it. Thompson, he's in trouble. The Nullify comes out, but he got the Ghost Walk off as well as the Hex in time. Now, Somnus turns out, the blood runs down. Thompson! He's dead for 100. Has got the buyback available. PSG LGD will certainly look to force it out of them.
FY just with a shadow blade. As soon as they split up, he finds the perfect opportunity there on Thompson.
You got to be careful going out on the map when FY's alive. There's every chance in the world that he's going to be watching you from the trees.
And at this point, I think for Ame, it's actually going to be very worth it for him to actually just try and burn all the mana from the Phantom Lancer, so we can't doppelganger all the time. That's causing huge issues in the team fights. And I see that Chalice is using his Dispel Magic every single cooldown on these Phantom Lancer illusions, but there's still way too many that are causing havoc in these teams.
It's too constant. Like that double cooldown being 3 seconds just allows him to always be able to play around a little bit around the brew. They don't really have like this crazy AoE when you look at LGD's lineup to just clear out those illusions. It's really a lot based off them just trickling them down slowly with like the Shivas and the Radiants and knowing exactly which one it is.
Yep, he doesn't have the crit talent, but now he does have crit from that Bloodthorn coming out.
It's a lot of damage that Anna can offer to the fights now.
And Brewmaster without BKB, very vulnerable. Cold Snap, Bloodthorn, Berserker's Call. There's a lot of ways that they can prevent him from getting that ult.
He just commits it from the back, just to be careful.
Make sure that he can get it off and get some damage in onto the tier 3s. Anna's going to start to try and fight against these Primal Split Brewlings. He'll be able to find one of them. He has been silenced. He'll take down the Wind Panda 2 as well by the looks of it. There's only the Earth Panda prevails. Seb jumps and he gets the call onto the Panda, popping the BKB as well, so they won't kill the Brewlings off. They do force PSG LGD away long enough that Thompson does not have to expend his buyback. Thompson back in the game.
And then they're utilizing the PL very well too, by replicating him, sending illusions to get some extra damage on the tower. It's just one Rax left that's holding LGD away from Mega Creeps.
And they're straight out. They're ready with the aggressive play, OG. Thompson, can he find a catch? He's close to having vision onto X-Nova.
Should be able to find X-Nova. He is stalking him. He got sights of him for a second. He was a bit far away though.
Oh, the tornado. It's got him. Thompson drops the combo down upon him. The stun comes out though. Oh, the counterplay. Jerax is there though with the heal, the tether. Keeping Thompson alive with the Abyssal Blade down. Candace there with the hand of God comes through. Thompson still alive, but Chalice gets the Primal Split out. He's been stunned. Thompson, the cheese, he's fine. Thompson, he goes down. They get the kill onto the Evoker. No tail. Being chased by Arme. The bash is coming through, but the Blade Mail was already out from Seb. He tries to get the call off. The bash of the Cataclysm isn't enough to find the kills. Anna leading forward. The Bloodthorn onto FY. Gets the kill onto FY. FY buys back straight away. Anna looking towards Somnus again. The doppelganger. Arme on top of Thompson. Thompson being saved by Jerax. Jerax with the tether. Arme turns into Jerax. There's the call. Seb, he catches Arme. Arme dead for 2 minutes. The Hex. They've got Somnus as well. Oh, gee. Double kill for Seb. The clutch buybacks coming into play. Nobody has a buyback available right now.
5 seconds remaining.
As OG stand with 5 alive on the map. 100 seconds without the Morphling.
Beastmaster. But that means
you know, a lot of kind of big teamfight heroes open, like your Phoenix, your Mars, your Magnus, for example.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
They are really thinking long and hard about this. Usually it's quite snappy from OG, but you've really got to think about, you know, where you want to head in this draft. Oracle first ban. A little bit of a snipe towards Insania. Yeah, here come the pushing heroes, Nature's Prophet. Surprise. Wonder if they also try to focus maybe on a couple of boxy heroes, because I think he's been one of the big difference makers in these Liquid games. Even if he has a, you know, poor early laning stage, he's still able to get that blink timing on his initiation heroes, whether it be the Axe or the Centaur or the Dragon Knight. He's the one that makes all these actual teamfight opening plays.
Team Liquid's turn to ban.
There goes the Lycan. And OG have the first pick, right?
10 seconds
So they've got that opener. And you've got to think about the pairings of heroes. You know, we've seen Rubik Queen of Pain, Rubik Centaur as openers for Team Liquid if they're able to get them. And of course, that Earthshaker you mentioned. You've also got Grimstroke, Chen, great heroes to just start your draft off in a kind of open action, not really showing anything. I think Chen here for both teams can be super important. Being able to allow, whether it be, you know, mid one or having Mike or Koik for pushing out one of these side lanes and bringing them into a team fight as smoke ganks into jungles. Very, very important once you get into this kind of 10 to 20 minute period, taking outposts, trying to shut down and limit the farm areas of your...
Team Liquid's turn to ban.
The answer is always no. Yeah, there goes the Chen. So no map maneuverability from him. Grimstroke, again, another one of those support duo heroes. So good at pairing with Axe and Centaur. You know, you've got that mid-game initiation with Blink Inkswell. And like we saw against, what, the Nico Baby Morphling. They had that silent stun, Berserker's Call, everything, chain stunning him down, and Liquid have shown that they're up there with some of the best squads in the world in teamfight coordination and really synchronizing with each other.
Team Liquid's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to pick.
Yeah, they did play it up against Team Secret in game 1.
Team Liquid's turn to
It's an okay hero, you know, it kind of brings your team together around the auras he builds, and it's that kind of team fight synergy hero that can really turn the tides, big combos in. But Ember Spirit left in the pool, and this means also Earthshaker, Enchantress, Dragon Knight. Like I was saying, all of these pushing heroes being banned out means that you've got the openings of these meta heroes still out there.
Ten seconds remaining. OG's turn to pick. OG's turn to ban.
Keeper of the light.
Right. Like you say, Liquid have that instant
5
catch with
seconds
telekinesis
remaining.
and Dragon Tail. The ability for Rubik to be stealing out remnants and chasing people down. We've still got a lot of heroes out there, like Phoenix, for example, is a big one for me here to pair up with Dragon Knight. So you've got that heal and sustain through Sunray, a bit of team fight to kind of counteract the Will-O-Wisp a little bit. Liquid do love grabbing that up for Insania if they want to go that direction. As position 5 heroes, they are a little limited. Oracle, Grimstroke, Chen, all being removed.
Team Liquid's turn to pick.
Yeah. And with Beastmaster being banned, then you've not got any hero really outside of like Enigma to cancel Spin TP or something, right?
5 seconds
Grab.
remaining.
There's also, you mentioned the Lone Druid, there's also like Venge Luna, which Team Liquid have been picking up together. The Visage we saw from Koikfer as well, those heroes that can transition from, a gank with a Queen of Pain, blowing someone up, then into a tower, shifting into those objectives.
OG's turn to pick.
Queen of Pain.
So Team Liquid still kind of keeping their, mentality the same. They want Mickey to be on this hero that can be active early on, snipe out kills, help of Rubik plus their position 5, and they've still got it open potentially to move the Dragon Knight into the offlane
10
full boxy.
seconds remaining.
Still have that.
5 seconds remaining.
It does come out, you'll have the cask to try and slow down some of these pushes. I was wondering about like Shadow Demon though. He's been completely ignored this draft so far. Usually a first pick hero, or at least a first phase ban hero. So far just left out there.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Get all the bad shit out of the way. Get all the RNG out of the way the first couple of minutes. Smooth sailing. So Team Liquid, probably the Insania hero here, and they'll leave that last pick for Koikfer, I feel. They've been playing Mickey on the Queen of Pain more often than not, right? But they are still available to kind of shift things around. Koikfer was a mid player for the longest time. So if they do want to pick up like a Luna, for example, which Mickey has also been playing, could move things around. And that's kind of what I like about Liquid. They have kind of heroes specific to players.
Legion
Immediate Legion after the Bane.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to ban.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, right? Like you can stun Bane or you can dispel that target. Maybe it needs a little bit of an as Luna, last ban from Team Liquid to deal with the Sumail Luna. So do you expect here Legion Commander, like you said, to lane up against the Queen of Pain? They picked it very quickly.
10
Seemed like they
seconds
knew what they
remaining.
wanted anyway.
5 seconds remaining.
That's one of the... It's like the beauty of OG, you know, having 3 mid players, having like 3 core players. Of course, Tops are not here, but Seb is still able to step up to the mark. You can put any of these core heroes into any lanes and they're still comfortable playing them. Final ban for OG. There's the Visage. We have could potentially sneak in. Hell, like what's happened to Ricky? Where's he gone? You don't pick Ricky when you don't have Grimstroke?
I was thinking about Ricky. Like Bane is one of the better heroes against Ricky Maru. You just need to always
What
bring
about Monkey?
Always bring like a Dust
Turn to pick.
and Sentry. Otherwise, you're not getting a kill on him. But if you have Beastmaster or Bane, that long duration lockdown for Ricky does not allow him to use any of his spells.
Team Liquid's turn to
OG take the Visage. Well, I don't know if that's a steal pick or if that's OG starting some mind games up against Team Liquid. I wonder where that's going. So is
It's
that
a
gonna...
core Visage for sure.
for mid one?
It could be just a mid Visage and put Legion Commander. Or you can dual lane Visage. You can also say, I mean, OG is a very hard
remaining.
team to read what they are planning to do. Lately they've been running a tri-lane, aggressive tri-lane a lot with Luna. It's something you can do with Visage as well.
Sure is.
I remember the old days when you were running a Visage with 2 extra stuns like Sven, Lina, plus Visage. So what do you need?
They, assumption level 1.
Yeah, they don't have the good heroes against Visage here. Queen of Pain, okay, Rubik, Fatebolt is nice. Breathe Fire, okay.
Choose your hero.
Like it's going to be the Morphling for, I assume Mickey, that's usually who picks it up. So they do shift Koik for onto the Queen of Pain. And yeah, mid 1 Visage, there it is.
The question is, how do they lane this? A lot of open possibilities for OG. Like, do you want to put Legion Commander on the mid lane against Quap to dispel? It could also be Mickey mid on the Morphling.
That's true.
Yeah, a lot of mind games happening right now. Who's gonna have a better read?
Lane swaps. And the potential here, you know, for both teams to be moving out on the map very early on to scout out where these lanes are going.
5
Definitely
seconds
expect some
remaining.
aggressive moves into the enemy jungle. Koik for Queen of Pain. As we get ourselves into game 1 here. Best of 3 OG up against Team Liquid. Saxa, Witch Doctor, No-Tail, Keeper of the Light, Sumail, Ember, Seb, Legion Commander yet again. That Visage. This is what Team Liquid used up against Virtus Pro. OG this time don't have that kind of immediate blow-up potential on someone, but they've got the ability to kind of draw out and extend these fights with Ember, Witch Doctor, Visage.
Seems like Discord's lagging a bit.
I'll just leave and rejoin. See if that sorts it out.
Yeah, sounds a bit better now.
I think Insane is going to have a pretty rough game, right? He's up against the Familiars, Cask, Will-O-Wisp, and Ember Spirit. So many, I mean, Duel as well as there. So many things, as well as the Dispel from Legion Commander. Like, getting a Fiend's Grip this game seems impossible.
Yeah, also huge AoE coming out from Will-O-Wisp. Could easily cancel it out. Doesn't seem that good of a Bane game. He's also a hero that, you know, is not that great in the late game, especially when you're playing against all of these abilities that can either stun you, silence you, lock you down. So judging by the items, it's gonna be mid Visage with the shared tangos, Mickey, mid Morphling, and the Queen of Pain trying to find a place for herself. I don't think you want to run a tri-lane with Queen of Pain, Rubik, and Bane. I mean, they're 3 range heroes, but Queen of Pain needs more solo experience.
Yeah, she definitely needs her levels. So Sumail down bottom on the Ember Spirit there. Senya, Tiger, the Bane and Rubik coming in with a quick little sentry ward to block the camp. With that Koik for Queen of Pain. And they're going to grab the outpost down here as well, just trying to a little bit of information, find out what OG are doing. So far, OG doing the same thing as they are. Scouting out top lane, Seb, Legion, Saxa, Witch Doctor. Go and show themselves on the tier 1 top, getting pinged out now, so OG definitely giving up that info to Liquid, saying, hey, we've put the Legion top. Hotel Keeper of the Light swinging down to bottom lane. You were right, there's going to be that Ember and Kotl head up together.
It's such a strong combo. It's been a while since I actually saw it, because most of the time Ember Spirit is banned out, and then, you know, you can't do the combo. Or the other one is banned out. We saw 2 games of Ember Spirit being played yesterday, but Keeper of the Light was banned out, so it's very rare to see these 2 paired up together.
Bounty runes evenly spread. And Rubik's going to shift up to top. Scouted out by an OG ward, though. So OG will know exactly where Tiger's heading. Now mid lane's going to be an interesting one. Mid one with the Blightstone. Starting off with Grave Chill. Mika's going to be busting through a lot of regen in this lane.
Visage is one of the worst laners in Dota. Like 0 armor, 52 damage with 2 branches, and Fairy Fire 56 on level 2. Like once he hits level 6 on that Visage, it's a completely different hero. But until then, he doesn't feel that strong at all.
Yeah, like it used to be even worse, right? Like they give a few little like cooldown buffs to Grave Chill. And that gives you like a little bit of the ability to do this, you know, turn around, slow down Mickey, get some good right-click attacks in, but so far mid one not coming out on top. 7-1 for the Morphling. Bottom, Sumail is battling with Insania. Koikfa throws the dagger into the Ember Spirit. Looks like he's in a little bit of trouble here. Insania thinking about the dive to continue. He does have chains up on the Ember, and Notel gonna zone back the Bane.
Neither Sumail nor Notel have healing salve. Something's coming. Yeah, Ember Spirit bought this salve for himself. You need to have one in the lane. In case this happens, like you drop very low, and then you can't just come close to the creep wave because the only region you have is Tangos.
And a sentry ward for Notel as well. Insania is guarding his Ob sentry there, forcing the Kotl away, but I think Notel should be able to get a deep ward in, no big problem. Feels a little difficult for this Ember Spirit though. He's up against 2 ranged heroes, continually being pounded.
We see that more often. Bane's just getting boots of speed so they can reposition themselves better, have better trading against their position 5 hero. And they can set things up. Queen of Pain just dominating this lane.
Straight up winning it. Notel missed out on the D-ward, by the way. Put his sentry a little deeper. The male yet again daggered up. Forced to continue tangoing here. He's got a fair amount of tangos, but still no salve. But yeah, it looks like Notel was like trying to D-ward himself, going for that deeper observer instead of that more the more common one.
And no point in Slight means that he can't dodge the Shadow Strike. This bottom lane is not going well for them. Now they push it. Bane will be dragging the creep wave back, denying a lot. You can't just get close and try to trade hits with Bane. Also, it's a Queen of Pain who's already level 3.5. 2 points in Shadow Strike. Look how aggressive Koik was playing on the bottom.
Yeah, he's got a mango to blink out of that. 2-1-0 build on the co-op.
Radiant's top tower.
Like Rubik TPing out of that top lane. Tiger and Boxy keeping the Dragon Knight in the lane, farming decently, and Sax are doing the exact same thing, bodyguarding Seb, dragging that lane back to their own tier 1.
Mid lane.
Looking at 20 and 10 though, man. Mickey, yeah, he's starting to handle mid one, jumping in with a waveform, continually applying that pressure.
I thought it's gonna go even worse for Visage. Mid one doing a good job. 13-3 against Morphling. I mean, it Morphling hits twice while you hit once.
Oh, Sumail. He's in trouble now, bottom lane. Koikfa does have a blink forward. They've nightmared up the Keeper of the Light. They blink forward towards Sumail. Trying to get the deny here as No Tail. He's turning around, but the dagger comes out and kills him. There we go. They get the kill. No deny. Well timed by Team Liquid, making damn sure that No Tail didn't get a chance to remove that kill. And now chasing the Kotl. He doesn't have boots, but he's still pretty quick. 330 against the Bane's 350. So Insania should be able to close the gap here unless the Ancients will take him down. No Tail doesn't get away with it. Insania with that final brain sap gets them a double kill and that first blood steal.
That's a lot of gold for Bane. 800 gold for Bane. Like, the question is, do you go full greedy here and just get mana boots? They picked up Bounty. He has enough gold.
Oh, he's got tons of gold. That's what he does. Brought up a couple of observers. Tranquil Boots, Magic Stick. He's going a little less greedy there. Raindrops as well. He wants to just stay in that lane. That's going to allow him to sustain. Up top lane. Done onto Seb and then a lift back into the creep wave. That's the end of the Legion Commander. Saxo, even with Cask and Maledict, they weren't able to turn around or do anything to Boxy. He's got 3 points in Dragon Blood and Stick Charges up his sleeve.
Dragonite does not care about harassment coming out from Witch Doctor. And Tiger's doing a very good job just getting Dragonite solo XP. Like, you want to have this 2-level difference between position 4/5 and the other hero in the lane. Boxy, and the difference is going to be even more. Boxy will hit level 6 pretty soon. Taiga.
Sumail dodges the dagger bottom.
This huge wave on the top. It's a 3-stack camp, which means that the whole wave is going to get denied.
Really nice. Saxo's trying to contest. Pops his stick for the Cask. He's got that Maledict at level 2, so a good amount of damage, but Tiger just turns and fights. He's got the right clicks in here. And with the help of that Fade Bolt, the salve cancelled out and a kill still coming. Liquid getting a D-ward as well. At the same time, they've killed off Sumail bottom and nightmared up No Tail. It looks like Koikfa's going to bottle up and back away. 5-0, every lane going Liquid's way. A beautiful start for the Liquid boys as OG, a few struggles.
So now Queen of Pain is about to hit level 6. You have Dragonite, who's also level 6. This opens up even more kill potential. It's not looking good for OG. They have Mid Visage, who's level 7, and going for Helm of the Dominator. So, like right now, Visage is gonna be your playmaking hero, making rotations, trying stuff happen because other lanes are not going well.
Yeah, looking for that timing around Helm, then of course Urn and Spirit Vessel on Sumail's Ember Spirit. Seb's going to be quite distant from Blink Dagger timing or anything like that. As Insania yet again just playing very forward, jumping with Koikfa, throwing the Sonic Wave as Sumail trying to dodge away. In comes Saxo though, and the turnaround available now as they try and focus the Queen of Pain, but he's walked out of cast range. The dagger onto Sumail, still ticking him low as he missed out on a Sleight of Fist. And Insania has a brain sap here. If he can just get vision over to one of these heroes, and the Observer Ward, no, there's nothing there to see them. OG back up. Insania just going to brain sap a creep to keep himself topped up as they bring Seb down here. Still level 5, so no duel. They've got the slight chains. Raindrops are going to pop there as they Nightmares himself, still going to fall, but a hefty rotation just for a Bane kill.
That's 4 people on the bottom lane, killing Bane, sharing XP and the gold, while the top lane is gonna get pushed in. Dragonite does not have ulti, but he will pressure the tower with the catapult. And remember, Mick is free farming on the more of 62 CS. I'm switching to network to see the difference. 1,000 gold difference.
And
That was
Mickey with triple Wraith Bands. So potentially here, Morphling, you know, so far he's been just farming jungle and slipping back into the lane to shove it out and stop Visage from hitting his tower. But we could maybe see the Bane come into mid and allow Mickey just to sit in the pocket of jungle farm, give Bane a bit of time to get level 6.
When you see someone like Ricky or Morphling buying more than 2 raid bands, you know they're tryharding. Like they want to win.
Radiant structures are fortified.
It's when they have a very good start and they really, really want to win. Sumail and No-Tail dual farming jungle as the Amber Cottle now. A few stacks here made up for them. So OG, a little bit of catch-up time. Not mounting a defense top though, as they do drag back Saxa under that tier 1. The dive from Liquid going to secure them the objective as Bo3's Dragon Form came back up and they kept the catapult alive.
All of their heroes on Liquid have raindrops. You saw Bane buying one, even Dragonite bought one. They just want to be able to survive. They see the damage coming out from OG right now is very limited. Like, their damage is Maledict.
Really not substantial at all. But there we have it. Bane comes into mid. They give Insania that mid lane for the experience. Mickey is back in the jungle, waiting for creep camps to respawn. Bounty runes though. Bo3 getting 2 top, and OG only taking 1 of the bottom ones. So they do still have that dire one a little deeper. Available to grab for someone. So now OG laning the Legion against the Queen of Pain. Seb should be able to do a decent job sustaining there against that Shadow Strike. Damage over time.
They even bought the Tome and gave it to Visage. They want levels on this hero.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Supports still level 5. Actually, No-Tail is level 4, just hit 5. And Saxa got his level 6 on the top lane.
Sure what OG can do with that. They're just trying to hold out on these lanes, keep that bottom tier 1 alive with Seb bodyguarding it. But some really nice observer wards now from Insania. Coupled in that Radiant Southern jungle watching out. And the amount of OG sentries de-warding through mid lane up towards top lane as Seb blown up by Koifa immediately dispatched with. They now jump in with Sumail, Saxa falling. And the Ember Spirit not going to be able to get the catch here. The Nightmare lasting long enough for the TP home. Insania makes it back safe and sound.
Yeah, that 1 point in Enfeeble actually getting the extra duration on that sleep. 7,000 net worth lead already. OG just crumbling in this one.
Yeah, 7 kill lead, 7,000 gold lead. What's the experience lead? About 4,000, 5,000 advantage there as No-Tail comes in, snipes out the Tiger Courier.
That highlight
on his way
from OG so far, grabbing the kill on that Courier. It's very hard for them to make a rotation with Keeper of the Light. Like, Legion Commander needs to play with Witch Doctor if he wants to win any kind of duel.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Insania with an Arcane Rune. 123 CS and 6.2k net worth Morphling. All queued up now. Not going to go for the E-Blade Rush. They're going to be dispelling off here. Searing Chains, Blinding Light, Grave Chill. Try and animation dodge the Legion duel. Mid lane push from OG though. They've got Alpha Wolf and how many heroes? 5? Yeah, why not? Come in and try and kill the Morphling. Use Morph Strength. Trying to get himself out of this with a slight change, but Mickey blown up. The 5-man rotation from OG. Actually surprising that Mickey Morphling and clearing up the tier 1.
That's one way for OG to come back into this game. Very strange move from Mickey. Like, birds are not going to be that effective. You're playing against Breathe Fire, you're playing against Fate Bolt. One of the reasons why mid one is keeping Alpha Wolf to have some extra damage.
Expect all 5 from OG there, right? He was thinking, oh, if it's 2 of them, 3 of them, 4 of them, I can probably just attribute shift and waveform away. 5th hero comes in, it's like, oh shit, I've died here. And OG shifting immediately towards top, 5-man strong again. Bo3 Dragonite hiding away in the trees as the Radiant scan, trying to connect with Koifa. But look at Bo3 and Insania. Blink stun, the Dragon Tail onto Cottle. Not going to get its Will-O-Wisp off, but the Sonic Wave clears him up. They've got a Malik down onto Bo3 now as the duel not coming. They've stunned up Seb, lift him up, and try and slay the Legion Commander, chase her into the trees. Koifa, can they cancel a TP? With a scream they can. They've got the damage to do it. Now the Fiend's Grip catching Sumail 3 in a row as core heroes tumbling down. Mid one
still alive.
Onto Bo3, but he's still so tanky, the birds will finish him off. But mid fly forward. No way he's keeping out there. Koifa gets a triple kill, and they're going to clear up the birds.
One of the reasons why I like this combination so much, Rubik and Morphling paired up together, if enemy has one good spell, well, you can have two of those easily.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So
Liquid's open. You know, that Dragonite getting Blink Dagger so quickly. They blow up the Kotl, and that fight could have been very different if he gets Will-O-Wisp out there.
Morphling is the only one who has enough attack speed to kill Will-O-Wisp, and they understand that. Also good lane ward coming out from Team Liquid. Bo3, once again, same item build every single time he's playing this strength initiating hero. Just Soul Ring, Power Treads into Blink Dagger.
And then BKB keep that early to mid-game timing going, just snowball, completely out of control. As Koikfa has Yule's done, 15 minutes in, Bounty Rune's about to spawn up, and Koikfa's diving for a kill on Saxa. Maledict misses, Saxa just trying to throw his spells in there and delay this inevitable end. It's 6-0-4, Koikfa involved in 10 of the 13 kills here for Liquid.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
OG needs to play together. We've seen that quite often from them, where they group around 5 men strong, just trying to take the tower. But in this kind of scenario, they need to bring more people to win a fight.
They've got a Will-O-Wisp up, yeah, they're focusing Bo3 after Seb fell. But the focus from Liquid, Will-O-Wisp down, and now availability for OG very lacking. They've jumped onto Sumail and he's forced the Remnant away as mid-1. Back into Tiger, taking him down, but Insania's last touch onto Sumail did finish him off as they got the slight chains. Mickey, with the help of the Koikfa Sonic Wave, take down mid-1, and another fight going awry for OG. Liquid dominating as they match the numbers, bringing 5 heroes every time.
Keeper of the Light managed to get Will-O-Wisp. You can still see the power of this spell, but you are focusing the most tankiest hero that Liquid has, and that's Dragonite. They grabbed the kill on him, but at what cost?
Think about that kill that Koikfa got on Saxa, right? Making sure the Witch Doctor is not available for the fight. And we so often praise OG for this early 5-man group up and playing together, synchronized as a squad. Liquid just, in this game, another level of it. Every time OG show 2 or 3 heroes, they're like, right, we'll bring 5. We will bring 5 heroes to every single team fight. We will match you every step of the way. And the fact they killed Saxa's Witch Doctor meant it was a 5 versus 4, really.
And I'm glad Nick has switched back to shotgun build. You want to be able to kill one hero before the fight starts. Ideally, that would be Keeper of the Light or Witch Doctor, and then deal with the rest. It's also a saving ability against the duel, even though at this point I don't think you need it. Like, Seb's not having that great of a game, 0 duel damage at this point.
Level 4 overwhelming odds stolen by Rubik. That's going to be really nice against this group up from OG and this Visage with Familiars and Helm Creep.
Some really nice tier 2 items dropping for Team Liquid. Nether Shawl for Dragonite. You have extra armor, so you need some extra magic resistance. Okay, so they're gonna give that to who? Probably Queen of Pain.
Can Bo3 blink out of here?
Morphling is keeping Clumsy Net for himself.
Bo3 blink. Oh, they get a blinding light in the cast. Maledict and Deathward with the duel, so we will get our first win of the game for Seb. That was a big smoke from OG. Getting one very nice kill there. What's that like? It's barely 400 gold to spread between the 5 of them.
If they can get one more kill, they can try to transition that into Roche. Like, Visage kills Roche so quickly.
Insania out in the open. Nightmares himself. There, but the lift up shotgun blast from Mickey destroys that poor Legion Commander with the Will-O-Wisp down, the Remnant forward. Take down Insania's Bane. But the disengage in the Sonic Wave has stolen Will-O-Wisp. That's Rubik's one. In on top of OG. They've caught them all in place. The birds will land, stunning up at least one Liquid hero, but they've taken out Sumail. The Ember's gone. And now it is retreat time for OG. But mid-1 cannot disengage. He doesn't have the move speed. And a triple kill for Mickey as Liquid fighting back tooth and nail.
It's very hard to see in a team fight if that's a stolen Will-O-Wisp or not. Same goes for Mars Arena. We've seen that yesterday, where sometimes even the players get confused, like, who casted that one? So this should be a free tier 1 tower on the mid lane. Bo3 just hit level 12. Some extra damage pumped onto that tower.
2 dragon form though.
Radiant structures are
Before popping it anyway.
Radiant's middle tower.
It's still a free tier 1.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
12,000 net worth lead at 19 minutes for Team Liquid. Monumental start for them. As Mickey, he finishes off the E-Blade, and like 2 minutes later, he's got another 2,500 gold saved up. They're pinging him out. They want to try and catch the Morphling somehow. It seems like the Dragon Knight's saying, hey, I got caught there like 2 minutes ago. They've got a ward. They know that things are up. If you stick around there, you're going to die. So good communication from Bo3 just saying, Mickey, chill out a little bit. We want to keep you alive. You are our primary carry in this game.
Insania, look at his positioning. Like, he's behind enemy lines and so farmed. Man, he has Etherlens Tranquil Boots.
They've got Yule's Ags 20 minutes in on Quap.
I can understand why he went for Ags. Like, you get the cooldown reduction on level 50, and you want to be able to take fights all the time.
Oh my god! I mean, Sumail and Seb annihilated.
Alright, time to buy.
Savage victory for Bane. Oh my god, does Insania go for the
Mask of Madness? You remember the old Bane.
But he doesn't have it anymore,
That was
does
the
he?
build. Nah.
Oh, that was, those were funny times. Nightmare stealing. A smoke from Liquid. They're gonna de-ward that jungle. Really close in around OG as the momentum has halted completely. Mid-1 Visage had very limited impact, and they're gonna have to Will-O-Wisp to try and defend the Visage here, buying back on No-Tail, but there's no way they can turn this one around. They've caught out mid-1, he's being zapped down by Tiger, and the turn around with the clumsy net onto Seb as Mickey dives in deep, now focused back in with a shotgun yet again, just blowing up heroes left and right. A Death Ward, focusing onto Bane. Will get at least one trade kill, but that's a double buyback from OG
That's
and
dieback
Mickey
from No-Tail.
with the shotgun. My goodness, No-Tail doesn't stand a chance against that E-Blade of Morphling. They're trying to gap close, but in they come with the Dragon Tail stun again. Mickey ultra kill, looking for the Rampage. A few more clicks to take down Sumail, and there it is. The double Rampage is coming. Give it to Mickey. No! Tiger, you cheeky bastard. He's getting spam-baited by Insania. Insania, the captain, saying, you are not going to be playing Rubik again. You are stealing hero kills.
OG is the team that usually plays until the end, until their throne falls, but at this point, you might just call it out. Team Liquid, they dominated all 3 lanes. It's very hard for both supports to play against these heroes. Like, they get instantly deleted every single time Morphling shows up. And it's not that great of a Visage game. Like, birds deal 15 damage per hit when hit by Rubik's Fate Bolt. Add Breathe Fire on top of that, they're healing you.
And then give DD to Morphling, just bottle that up, get into Roche Pit, scan from the Radiant, does realize this is happening, but they don't know how fast it's going down. I don't think OG are going to be moving into contest anytime soon anyway. So there we have it. Aegis for the Morphling now. E-Blade Manta, 22 minutes in, with 13,500 net worth and a 21k lead for Liquid. This has been such a clinic.
That should help.
One more fight.
Mid-1.
I think they can hold one more fight. When I say hold, I mean lose one more fight and the Liquid is gonna clear up their base.
Pretty much. And look at this Deep Dire Observer Ward. It sees where mid-1's sitting. Dragon Knight and Queen of Pain under a Radiant Observer Ward. So OG do know that the aggression is coming. Dragon Tail just out of range. Mid-1 puts... who was that put down the branch? That was actually Bo3 that put down the GG branch to try and block mid-1 on his way out.
Tower is under attack.
Smoke behind the Morphling now. Liquid just put Mickey on the front lines. Has that Aegis to try and sit on the high ground on that ramp as they jump Dragon Tail. There's the E-Blade. Not quite enough damage until the waveform comes. Now they can focus the Will-O-Wisp as they gripped up mid-1. The Will-O-Wisp half HP. Mickey, there we go with the right-click attack speed. It is gone and the team fight is down. OG have nothing left. Insania are going to survive against the jump from Sumail and GG's called. Game 1, 24 minutes. Liquid annihilating OG and another team-wide victory here as Mickey, beyond godlike, 15-1-7. He had 22 kills in a 24-minute game. Morphling had almost a kill a minute, Lacoste.
And they had exactly 1k per minute lead. 23.58, 24,000 net worth lead for Team Liquid. I mean, they just won all their lanes. Visage is
FY, he's found himself No-Tail out on his own.
He's trapped him.
There's No-Tail. Is he going to get any sort of backup? No, he's not. There's 3 still dead on OG. It'll be a slow and painful death here for No-Tail as Zame comes in for the kill secure.
And I love the way that Chalice popped his BKB super early in that fight. He just knows, I just need to get my ulti off, and he cast it at a very safe range. He didn't wait for the last second of his BKB. He's not very greedy. I think that's a lot of the reason why they've been winning these team fights. Seb has been struggling, still about 1,000 gold away from his BKB.
Yeah, this Brewmaster is a display of perfection, really. It's the highest level in the game with his Bloodseekers.
And doing a ton of damage in the fight. One of the most damage in the game as an offlaner.
Now has full Shiva, so even more ways. He's pretty much itemized entirely just to be like, Ana, I'm ruining your game. I've got Radiance, I've got Shivas. You're gonna struggle so much in these fights as Phantom Lancer.
HyperX did his best to keep Ana alive, and but Ana wasn't able to do damage because he was ruptured. He wasn't that low on HP, but still can't run around.
Seb.
Oh, I'm missing ninjas here.
Got to be careful who shows up top. Indeed, Jerax is going out on his own. He doesn't expect Zame to have this invis rune. And Zame will show himself. Jerax goes across, but Somnus is there.
Somnus is not messing around rupturing him.
No mercy. They're feeling very confident now at this point, getting these very advantageous team fights as well as getting kills on the split push too. Thompson though, will find X-Nova.
Seb, and as well, between the two of them, they'll take down the support edge. FY's going to come in though. He hasn't got anyone else with him at the moment. It is just FY, so just playing around with Seb.
He has no help around at all, and he's still just making Seb's life miserable.
He is toying with him. He's just making him not be able to come back. Look, they're already starting to rotate this Brewmaster and Bloodseeker too, and FY, he's ready to look for Seb.
Seb's got to get out.
Oh, Seb.
As indeed FY, the patience keeping that control on Seb, buying time for Chalice to come in. Ana is going to look towards the Tusk. Chalice is now there, does have Primal Split available if he wants to look to take this fight. Somnus coming in as well. As Ana, Seb look to hide in the trees. Can they get out of it? Ana's got a TP available. He's into the trees, he's going to show himself in the lane though. They're going to continue to head over. They are going to see Seb make it out in time. They don't have a stun. Ana, can he get out as well? He can. OG will avoid that rotation from PSG LGD.
FY is just so obnoxious there, following Seb for over a minute, just stalking him, trying to have his team come over.
So that's about, a minute without Aegis being used for LGD. They have 2 minutes left, I would say, to capitalize on this Aegis. Oh man, looks like he is level the PL.
Pretty much back to a 50-50. PSG LGD 2-1 up at the moment in this best of 5 grand finals. 1 game needed to secure the championship title. And at this point, they are ahead here in game 4.
No-Tail hasn't had time to gather a full army of Ancient Crates. Right now, he just has the Ancient Black Dragon. You really want...
As Thompson, he does have a Lincoln Sphere picked up, and they should have the BKB finished on Seb too. So that'll give him a little bit easier time to get those Blink Claws out as he's been suffering to do so in the last few fights. And Somnus, full I've Scotty picked up, about to be level 25 as well.
Yeah, they just need a couple more minutes on the side of OG before they're ready to fight. Wait for the Aegis to expire.
Seb, he's in, gets the call, the character's going to get FY, there with the snowball save. He's going to be fine, and now they turn to look towards the axe. The taunt's going to be out. Seb goes for the TP. They've got the stun to cancel though. Seb held back for now. Thompson trying to offer his best from the side to provide some sort of safety as he will get Seb back. They're able to get Seb back to safety, and Thompson is running away. X-Nova's there with the wraparound, gets the slow off, gives the vision for the snowball. TP from No-Tail's coming in towards the stride, but Thompson, he's trapped.
That's twice in this series that X-Nova just comes out of nowhere. Like, he's just on a warding expedition, then he just ends up wrapping behind these people constantly.
Perfect time.
Perfect timing, and has the Senton creep to boot. And look at these deep wards that he's placed during that time that he was running around doing so. He now has full vision of OG. Yeah, sees Ana farming these Ancients right now.
Oh, Ana. FY just giving so much information for the team. He's got eyes on him. Get the punch on the wrong target, but the snowball pass will catch Ana. Ana, he's in trouble. The blood bright silence connects. He's got the man to back up in a second, but can he really play his way out of this one? He cannot. Ana down for a minute and a half.
Just having all this vision. And X-Nova throughout this whole tournament has had the best vision in every situation, even when you wouldn't expect it. You're just like, oh, they're fighting on the left side. They're not gonna have vision over here. But no, X-Nova.
He might be looking to save for buyback.
We'll see if any of the buybacks do get forced out. Thompson's still dead for 15. Ideally, he doesn't buy back it. They may have to buy back on Ana. He's gone for 50 seconds. The split coming out from Chalice. He's ready to push in, look for the stun on No-Tail to hold back the Chen. As the mid-racks are exposed, PSG LGD, 40 minutes in, able to open into the base and clean out this mid lane of racks. Still Ana holding on to that buyback.
And they're gonna keep going here. They really want to force this PL to come back here.
Stun onto Thompson. He will blink dodge it. But another tier 3 tower falling incredibly fast. They really don't want to use it. Seb jumps in, gets the call onto FY. There's the buyback. The cat was the deafening blast onto the three of them, knocks them back. Banana gets focused. Seb! He's in with the call. He has the control onto the morphing Somnus. Now being chased by Thompson. Blinks in with the cold snap. The PLR is on top of it. They get Somnus too. As OG, they have to expend 3 buybacks, but they hold on to the top racks. Somnus now down for 2 minutes. No buyback available on this Bloodseeker.
Yeah, he's 400 gold short of it. It's up in about 8 seconds. OG, they have to make so much happen here. They have to push out all their lanes. 2 of the side lanes are already gone, but I think trying to get some kills here, like on FY here, would be very ideal.
I mean, look how close the Brew is at 25.
So close.
With that primal split cooldown.
Oh, Thompson, he sees it FY. He's used the snowball, he turns with the combo FY with the self-fuels, but OG, they've surrounded him. Seb jumps in with the call, the blade mail, FY's gone.
Instant buyback from FY.
Still that scary, scary time for LGD. 75 seconds without Somnus. OG have the full 5-man pushing in all 3 lanes at the same time as they approach LGD's base.
I don't even know if I give a head for this team fight. The LGD are big goal, but no blood taken with 60 seconds. This could be disastrous.
He's got a full BKB on Seb as well.
Chalice really wants to hit level 25 before he pops that primal split. So close.
Just got to be careful, Seb. Looking for that blink initiation.
Chalice is stepping back. They give him the tome. He needed like 5 experience, and they gave him the tome just to make sure that he gets it anyway. Just playing as safe as possible here.
Looks like OG don't feel that the window is big enough for them to push in whilst this Bloodseeker's still dead. They'll back away.
They can't count. They bought back 3 heroes. They weren't able to get any T3s, and there's no Roshan up yet. Big Daddy No-Tail's praying for a Rosh right now so they can get that refresher, but it's not going to be out. And maybe we'll dodge a bullet.
At least they got a good amount of economy off that, right?
Yep.
It was up to a 15k gold advantage, and they chunked it down to 7. Same thing with experience. So they did get quite a lot out of that one, but they ideally wanted to get at least one of those sets of racks to get some momentum pushing in with those 3 buybacks used.
Absolutely, it is this really scary moment of the game now for OG. We're about 5-6 minutes still without those buybacks available. If PSG LGD can find that one team fight, it could be the team fight to win TI in this window of time that they now have presented to themselves.
Ana's gone full in for that.
OG's turn to ban.
As they pick up also an Aeon.
This is the like key hero in the lineup, but he also, what she does from position 3, 4, you name it, 1, 2, yeah, whatever, like she can be played at every single position in the game pretty much.
5 seconds.
You have 340 pure AoE damage with the pushback on the ulti. That's just insane.
So good early on. Focus on things that, you know, go wrong for OG in that loss, but also Liquid, things that go right for them. Very early group up as 5 heroes to match OG's aggression. You know, OG, they came mid, they killed Morphling with a 5v1 gank, take out the tier 1, transition top, and then Liquid are like, okay, you're gonna group up as 5, we'll do that as well. And like you said, with the Fadebot and Breathe Fire, they matched so nicely against that early tempted snowball from the ban stage. 3 heroes in a piece: Grimstroke, Queen of Pain, Dragon Knight, Nature's Prophet, Ember, and Chen. We're still going to be leaving in heroes like Rubik, Earthshaker, and Chantress. which we didn't see from OG in that
5
first game.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, both of these heroes are still in the pool. I think OG might shift towards it if they don't get banned out in this first phase. They really played well, running the aggressive tri lane, giving Seb solo matchup where he really shines. But man, that first game, it was something else. Like, there was no resistance. It was really one-sided game.
It really was. Like a Mars band there, kind of trying to, limit some of the opening duos. The Mars Phoenix, for example, from Liquid.
10 seconds remaining.
Grab for them. Still with Keeper of the Light in the pool, but Ember Sphere removed, so you don't get that duo anymore. We also didn't see any Lone Druid or Luna.
Luna got banned out.
Lycan's still in the pool as well.
Turn to pick.
I wonder if OG think about, taking that Lycan at some point in this draft themselves to stop Liquid from having that early tempo.
Or if they want to leave Lycan for Team Liquid, you get Earthshaker. Problem is, you have one chance. Like, you get the Blink Dagger. There's gonna be a lot of summons. If you get the Echo Slam, good for you. If you don't, like, what are you gonna do? The game just ends when you're playing against Lycan. This is the first time that they did not ban Lycan in such a long time.
Shadow Demon opener. My doorbell's just rang and no one's answering. I've got to go quickly for 2 minutes. Sorry, Lacoste.
Alright, I'll fill. So Shadow Demon, it's one of the better position 5/4 heroes where you have save. Soulcatcher deals insane amount of damage in the mid game. Spell that should not be underestimated. Some of the teams really like to play Shadow Demon Morphling, but they go with a bit of different thing. It's also a lane that they could run together. Shadow Demon plus Leshrac gives them push potential. Shadow Demon BKB piercing ability plus a save. On the other side, Team Liquid with Rubik and Void Spirit. Like, no matter what, at least for me, Rubik just feels as a position 4 who does so many things and is just a standard pick. It never feels like it's a bad Rubik game. But Void Spirit, you're back. All right, we've seen some Void Spirits being played as position 4 and 5. I'm really not that amazed. Even when he's playing a core and the things are not going well, he just doesn't feel like he's having that much influence in the game.
Yeah, they had a pretty good game against Virtus Pro with it when they paired it up with, Grimstroke. So he's able to jump in with Inkswell and be able to actually, solo someone down. And it was that kind of snipe, blow someone up, transfer that one kill into objectives with the Visage. So I'm definitely expecting, another hero here to give kill threat with the Void Spirit and then have that pushing hero, Team Liquid. But Lycan, he gets banned out in that second stage by OG.
10 seconds remaining.
Have that available to them, but Lone Druid is still there as an open hero.
5 seconds
Liquid.
remaining.
Leshrac counters a couple of core heroes like Phantom Lancer. You don't pick it into Lash. Same goes for like a Slark. Also doesn't love to play into this matchup.
Position 5 Wind Ranger.
You don't know.
I think they've played it a couple of times. They've given it to Tiger once and twice. Yeah, it has been a Tiger hero. It's a position 4 Wind Ranger, not the position 5. But yeah, you're right. You really don't know. This could shift around. Difficult to answer that kind of hero as well. What the reasoning is to try and grab this up.
You're not revealing anything at the moment. The strongest teams in the world right now, the way they're picking is most of the time just like, well, what do you think we're doing? You don't know because we're not showing our hand. Sometimes it's just Earthshaker plus some other heroes that can be played at multiple roles, which is also fine.
Turn to pick.
Earth Spirit.
OG's turn
A bit of gap close there in team fight as Tusk now coming out for Liquid. So they've got the boxy Tusk. Still flexible, of course, but they have been playing that position 3 Tusk. Now wondering, Shadow Demon gonna have a few struggles here against Wind Ranger Rubik Tusk running around chasing him down.
Tusk is one of the heroes that is underused in my opinion. I just really love him, what he does. You have, similar to Earthshaker, you have a block, you have a save, you have a BKB piercing ability, so sometimes even better than Earthshaker. And his strength gain is so high. Like you get the bracer, double bracer build, he becomes unkillable. 3.9 strength gain per level.
Gives you such good gap close with Snowball, that BKB piercing, little punch up. Great teamfight initiator without needing to buy Blink Dagger. OG, an unanswered Timbersaw. Nothing here that really deals with it.
It could still be
Like,
position 5 Rubik in this team.
I guess Tusk can.
Looking like a very, very snowbally lineup from OG. Team Liquid, they need some tower damage.
It's kind of a weird draft from Team Liquid. A lot of single target focus.
I was about to say it. And then you have Last Spirit, Timbersaw. That's just pure teamfight AoE.
And the setup or save from Shadow Demon. And if you kind of put the Timbersaw out there, show him on the map, you can smoke up with these other 3 heroes and catch out pretty much anyone on Team Liquid, blow them up.
Rubik is great hero against Timbersaw. Anything you steal, pure damage, mostly looking to steal his ulti. So they ban out Luna. It would be such a great Luna game. Very fast oriented lineup from OG already. But if Rubik, let's say, steals Disruption, you're going to be having 2 saves, Snowball plus that. I'm a bit worried that they have no real AoE.
10 seconds remaining.
Final ban.
5 seconds remaining.
The fact you've picked up Ash and there's no AoE on Liquid, like you're mentioning, you know, the illusion heroes, big problem for them. Like, so if they pick Tusk, that means Void Spirit's going to be played by Mickey then. Probably.
They could shift things around, you know. All these heroes are very flexible. We can have Tusk 4 or 3, Windranger can be mid, can be 4 or 5.
Do you want to have a core Windranger against Shadow Demon Lesh Timbersaw? That's my main worry.
OG's turn to pick.
You ban out the Lone Druid, removing one of Koikva's heroes.
Team Liquid's turn.
Like, the way I'm looking at this is like 5, ooh, Monkey King. Picking it into Windranger can be a little bit scary. But another great AoE teamfight ability with Wukong's command. OG are going to be able to really set and dictate where they choose their fights. I think we're going to have to be very quick off the mark here to get pickoffs. Try and get any semblance of map control.
Remaining.
I'm just going through the hero list, trying to see the boxes that this last hero needs to check. Like, you have no tower damage whatsoever, Vent Ranger with Focus Fire, you're not gonna have that. You need it to win a team fight. Lone Druid was such a good ban from OG.
Yeah, they needed something that can ramp up very quickly. Give them that performance from... They could still go for something like a Morphling here. Like, I look at this draft from Liquid and I just don't feel the synergy. I don't feel the game plan really from them. You know, OG, they, you know, get Timbersaw to, you know, level 7 or so. He goes out on the map. You spoke with Shadow Demon Lesh Earth Spirit. You find pickoffs. Monkey King's farming. As a razor grab for Team Liquid, it is a very fast-paced hero, as it looks like they want to try and dominate these lanes early on.
I just feel like they put themselves in a really bad spot with this kind of a draft. Razor also targeted. I mean, you have your ulti, you have your aura, but it's not that much of a damage. So who do they put on mid? That's the question. Like, they picked Razor to match it up against mid one. I believe. They saw this Monkey King, so they can swap around, put Lashrak on the mid lane, so that Monkey doesn't get destroyed.
Destructoid moment's going a bit roboty. But yeah, OG can still, you know, put Lashrak mid, Monkey King can shift around, they're not locked into any lanes whatsoever. The thing about like Liquid's draft, I guess, is if you are expecting this early 5v5 or a lot of early scrappy Razor, Void Spirit, very, very early on. And then you have it, position 5 Rubik. Master level Rubik, for instance. 25. Who did it solo yesterday that had
it was.
A Rubik plus fight, but he was against Earthshaker and Weaver, so he had some really sick abilities to steal.
Exquisite.
Maybe he just wants to do grab up so he can use that line. There we go. Game 2. Liquid up against OG. Got ourselves Insane Rubik top, Tiger on the Wind Ranger. Just behind them is the Boxy Tusk. Mid lane, quick for Razors heading in there, and Mickey swing down south with the Void Spirit.
You definitely need to buy Spirit Vessel in this game against Monkey King's Jingu, against Timbersaw. So they need to decide who's getting it, whether you get it on Rubik, on Wind Ranger, or on Tusk, who, of course, Tusk is gonna get more farm since he's playing position 3 here.
Then over on OG, 4 heroes down bottom. Sumail, Lash, he's got shared tangos. Looks like he's actually going to be heading into the mid lane. Seb, Timbersaw, Saxa, Earth Spirit, No-Tail, Shadow Demon, who has his little boot, and Monkey King for mid 1, going up to top. So side lane Monkey, side lane Timbersaw, mid Lashrak. Seems a little bit better for OG in the lane matchups.
Excellent idea.
Yeah, insane. You definitely pick Rubik so he can spam chat wheel lines. I bet he just hit level 25 on it and he's like, oh, guys, I'm gonna play Rubik this game.
Level 25, Timbersaw. First time I saw it a couple days ago with run.
It's like a chainsaw.
Thirty seconds to battle.
Look at where Liquid are standing. Very, very early move over towards this Radiant high ground jungle. Observe ward. Gonna watch out that top rune spot.
Here comes Monkey King. He looks like Tiny holding a tree. That tree is the one that Tiny grabs. They're going Shackle level 1.
Tag team there and mid 1 in trouble. Insania not level anything up.
8 Bolt, steal it.
He doesn't need to. He's got the right. Oh, he does. He goes.
course
He had the right
you
click to
do
finish it. But of course he does.
I came here to be tested.
Give the first blood to Insania. He's going to be
Same
able to
happened in
afford
the last
Crimson.
game. Just a full magic wand. He knows that he will be playing against Shadow Demon or not. It's actually No-Tail playing it, so they are swapping the lanes a bit, putting Timbersaw on the top lane against Tusk. Like, Timbersaw needs to be careful. Tusk tag team plus 1 extra hero. That's a ton of damage. And I talked about Spirit Vessel. It's gonna be Taiga building it straight into Spirit Vessel. He understands, like, I'm not getting anything else this game. I'm good to go. Just get that Spirit Vessel online as fast as possible.
Liquid see this lane swap and it seems they are still happy. Boxy Tiger going to be the dual lane top against No-Tail and Seb. No-Tail goes for disruption level 1. The right clicks onto Tiger. Pretty substantial, honestly. No-Tail doing some great harass there just with disruption, bringing Tiger incredibly low. Boxy being handled by the Whirling Death level 1 of the Timbersaw. Not a great start.
No-Tail adjusted. Usually, like, it's the other way around, but he saw that Taiga has Shackle Shot and can't use Wind Run. So he just disrupts him and beats him down.
No Tail on that position 5. He's just going to be wave dragging, pulling creeps, making sure Timber gets that solo XP. They go with tag team again. Seb down to about half health, but he's got reactive armor now with 6 stacks up. Shot, and now it's snowballed back. Bo3 needs to retreat and pop his own stick and tangos to get away from this OG aggression.
Taiga has healing salve for him. It's very important that No Tail just stays away from the XP range, so Seb gets earlier level 3.
Koik for mid is annihilating that lane or bottom. Yeah, mid one has to turn and fight. Mika and Insania with the help of Tiger now. Shaq was shotting up Saxa. No rolling boulder, it's on cooldown, so Saxa does fall. Liquid bringing the tri-lane now down bottom to help out Mika's Void Spirit, so that leaves Timbersaw alone top, getting banished. Seb coming in with a Whirling Death. Bo3 has 7 stick charges and he's just going to walk back behind his creep wave. As bottom lane, the snipe out. Mid one getting picked off as Liquid.
That's a nice move.
Down the monkey.
They saw that Shadow Demon is staying out of XP range, which means Seb will get the free levels on top, and they are having a hard time. You know, it's just a Wind Ranger with the Shackle Shot. Not much you can do. So they are running an aggressive tri-lane right now, which is a correct choice. And, you know, Shadow Demon can also TP back to bottom, so we're gonna probably have 3 versus 3 there.
See if OG match it up. As mid lane, Koik for 19-7 against the 10-1 of Lesh. Razor dominating this lane. He was doing an exceptional job. He was like 12-1 up against like 5 CS of Lesh. But level 2 Lightning Storm here for Sumail is going to allow him to catch up and get to that bottle faster. Bottom lane again, Shackle Shot and the Ice Shards. They brought Bo3 down here. Rolling Boulder's not going to connect as they turn with a tank team. Mid one snowballed upon, he's kicked back, but Saxa doesn't get the save. Mid one down yet again. And they're chasing onto Saxa with a power shot damage. Really stacking up onto Saxa. The final click from Insania, not in range. Halve up from the Earth Spirit now as their creep wave does come back to defend the tier 1.
Now Mika is the one who's laning against the Timbersaw. You can't stop Timbersaw from farming. Any hero that's not like Slark Ursa can't really stop him. Regen Rune. Oh man, Kwaikwa denies it on the mid. That's pretty big.
To Sumail as well. Koikfa with boots, Wraith Band. Is that a second Wraith Band? No, just a salve coming for Koikfa so he can refill. As the TP mid from Saxa. I guess he didn't come from base, so no bottle refill for the Lash. Now the lane swaps. Timbersaw TPing bottom. Monkey King has already shown up top. He trying to get this Timber up against the Tusk.
Well, what OG wants to do is just sacrifice Timber and be sure that Monkey is getting some kind of farm earlier on. Even though Timbers will get the farm eventually, it doesn't matter where he goes. They just want to have Monkey have a better matchup and another swap. Like after this, you have to stop.
They do have this Shadow Demon behind the Monkey King now as some form of save, but Bo3, he's just going to run straight forward. He has Ice Shard, Snowball, level 2 tag team, a Mango, and 5-1 charges there for Rubik to get a little bit of his mana back. Should have Fade Bolt and Telekinesis. Pinging out the SD, and they're like, oh, maybe a little bit risky to go diving this time around. It will TP down south.
Whenever I see swaps like this, I always remember Eternal Envy that kept swapping for 11 minutes and just lost the game completely.
No tail.
That's why we love him.
Disrupts up the Tusk. Tag team's still there a little bit, but Shadow Demon gets himself away. So now a straight 1v1 with Mika and Seb bottom. Mid lane, it looks like the Wind Ranger is coming in with an attempted Shackle Shot. Won't latch to anything. Splitter. That's off the mark, and they slow down the Lesh now with the right-click damage coming through from Razor. It is enough to take down Sumail, and Monkey King coming in for a bit of a reaction play, but no one low enough for him to take out.
Yeah, after they saw his level, they're like, man, it's only level 4 Monkey. We don't need to care about him.
Tail self-disrupts, but still falls. 6-0 lead now for Team Liquid.
Idea.
Great start for them again. Roll onto that Wind Ranger. Finally gets OG their first kill in the game. They are on the board.
It's devastating when you see that your team didn't manage to score a single kill for almost 7 minutes. That's what they needed. Like, the net worth difference is not that big, less than 1,000 gold.
Bottom. Taking a lot of pressure from Seb. Looks like he'll be fine as top lane. The fight breaking out. Catching Insania's Rubik. OG starting to really play aggressively now as they try to break the tree of mid one with Tiger's power shot. Chased down with a Boundless Strike and Primal Spring. Leaping upon the Wind Ranger. Shackle Shot doesn't latch to any trees behind. But Tiger will still be fine as this 4-man rotation from OG gets them a kill on a position 5, and look where Kuiper is. He's ready to battle. The snowball in onto Smell will stun him up, but the plasma field is gonna take him down. That kick away from Saxa doesn't get him out. And
they want mid one.
Down now.
Oh, that shackle.
Onto the Earth Spirit. Beautifully done by Liquid. Block it, roll away. Boxy, great play, and there's a double kill for Kuiper. Chasing on towards No Tail, the Shadow Demon being pinged out by Insania. Go get him, boys. Get him, boys. Where's the SD? Come on, Power Shot gives the vision they need. Insania has a telekinesis, and he just needs to cancel the TP. It's on cooldown. No Tail can't get away from this one.
100%
Our shots are there. Perfect. Absolutely gorgeous from Liquid. They're going to toy with No Tail and give Insania yet another kill.
What a surprise. I would not call that a surprise. Every single time you play with Rubik or see professional Rubik player, you know that he's gonna steal the kills with the Fade Bolt.
Regeneration.
Didn't see this synergy and plan here from Liquid until the very end of that draft when the Razor came out, and then it suddenly clicked, right? And you're thinking, hey, Liquid, they're just going to brawl. They're going to continually run at their opponents, get individual pickoffs one by one. There's still time here for OG though. They're only 1k net worth behind. And of course their game plan still revolving around this Timbersaw who's having a pretty damn great time.
Oh, is Seb building a blade mail? Yes, he is. It's one of the most cost-efficient item in this patch.
Especially good.
We need to see more of it.
Wind Ranger, Razor. They're catching out Tiger top. Wind Run gets the distance away from OG. Falling Boulder in 2 seconds. The Shackle Shot beautifully timed and placed by Tiger, dodging the Rolling Boulder. Now they've got a tag team punch onto Saxa. Disrupted up and saved for a little bit as the Wukong's command comes out under the tower. Kuiper arriving, snipes out Saxa, and now focusing mid one's Monkey King. Tiger really towing the line of battle here. Has a turnaround Balance Strike with a Shackle Shot there and a double kill for Kuiper. Mickey also finding No Tail in the back lines, and 2 to 13 Liquid are slaying this game.
Void Spirit was in trouble on the bottom lane, somehow managed to get the TP and get the kill. It's very fast game coming out from Team Liquid. He gets the solo kill on the bottom lane. It's very important that you stay away from Timbersaw, and Liquid, they understand that. Like, they have one hero there who can TP if there's a fight. They see that OG wants to be grouping around a lot, bringing 3-4 heroes at the same lane, while Timbersaw is just farming for now.
16 kills in 10 minutes. Bounty runes popping up. Tiger, not with a great amount of net worth here on the support heroes, honestly. Ern still pretty distant. Here with Tranquil's wand. Tiger with Tranquil as well.
Tiger is involved in 10 out of 13 kills, so 1 kill per minute.
It's pretty insane. Still getting dived and body blocked by Seb there under the chakram. Somehow threads the needle through a bunch of trees and goes to the secret shop as mid lane though. Sumail being annihilated here by Kuiper. He's rolled upon. Will he be
still alive
enough to get away? He pops the wand and walks it off. The Shadow Demon Poison finally bringing down that unstoppable streak of the Razor as No Tail his ground.
Liquid is getting so much out of the map right now. Boxy once again going for the same build. I get Power Treads, Magic Wand, and I'm gonna get a Blink Dagger.
It's like solo killing mid one. He does have to be careful about this Jingu stack. There's the 4th hit for mid one.
Times are hard.
Rotation in from Insania as bottom tower goes down thanks to Seb. Thing though, like OG is slightly in the lead net worth wise. All of these kills for Liquid, but OG is still farming pretty damn well.
A lot of that gold coming out from Seb. who's level 10 Timbersaw. Full blade mail completed on him. It's great against this uncontrollable damage from Razor, Wind Ranger if she decides to use a focus fire, which she not even skilled.
Focuses No Tail, jumps out with the Astral Step, and there's the delayed damage to pop out the Shadow Demon. Great little Boundless Strike and Plasma Field, long range kind of nuke artillery from Liquid. As the steal from Insania going to be the Whirling Death now. That's a pretty good steal, honestly. It is only level 1, but you can break down trees against Monkey King. You can deal that attribute negative damage, stat, whatever you want to call it, reduction up against Seb's Timber.
Almost full Yule Scepter completed against the Razor, so that's gonna be a great saving item for himself, for setting things up, also dispelling Monkey King's Jingu. Mid one, not having that good of a time. Sitting at phase boots only. Box is playing so aggressive.
Yeah, going straight on, and with the help of Mickey, double damage rune Void Spirit, sniping out mid one's Monkey King. But OG are still utilizing their overall game plan. Right, Seb is on the front lines. They've got Lesh behind him to take down towers. Tank it up for that level 4 Edict, or level 3 Edict actually. 2-3-2 build here for the Leshrac. So OG still getting out on the map and doing what their draft is built to do.
I would prefer 3-2-2 build on Leshrac.
That took me a second.
You a second.
I was like, wait, why? Oh, I see. I understand now, you bastard.
The bottom lane's being pressured by Liquid. They're a bit limited on the tower damage. One of the reasons why Mickey... Okay, he swapped things around. Just saving that Blightstone for now.
In between tier 1, tier 2, yet again, finding that Sanctus Earth Spirit. Making sure that he's not getting the jump on them. Taking that tier 1 bottom, and now the long line drawn. Can't really defend the top tower. That Edict from Sumail, way too potent.
Okay, how many blade mails are we gonna see in this game? Mickey going for one. There's a ton of uncontrollable damage from Leshrac, Earth Spirit, once he uses the ulti. Is that a full Blink Dagger? Yes, it is. On Boxy coming up.
Oh, great. Super good to gap close in onto OG.
Alright, Boxy, please, if you get gold, buy Aghanim Scepter on your hero just to kick people out.
2 hero magnetized, they've punched up the Shadow Demon, they disrupt just in time. They've taken out Sanctus, the Dissimulate comes across, and Mickey, mega kill streak as he slays No Tail. Insania is traded back. That Rubik and Tusk both fall. Liquid with a very aggressive deep dive, and look at Monkey King chasing Tiger now on the other side of the river. Shackle shot, beautiful from Tiger, buys him all the time in the world to walk away, but mid one, phase boots, Boundless Strike, still giving chase, but the Wind Run away. Gets the Tiger Wind Ranger out of danger.
Still couldn't get the tier 1 tower on the mid lane, just 2 supports, being traded for 2 supports. Leshrac with the perfect neutral item for him, he's gonna keep that one for a very long time. Faded Brooch, mana, and the move speed. It's all you need on this hero.
King being pinged out. Observer ward on the high ground, and that's just a sentry from Insania. They're still gonna jump the monkey though. Look at how quickly he disappears. I don't know what species of monkey he is, but he's on the verge of extinction in this game. Look at him, he's 071 Lacoste.
Oh, mid one's going for Malka ward, but the rest of the team also needs to focus on winning if he wants to pull it off. Saxa in trouble.
Great jump. Stops the boulder away, and they've got the catch with the boxy blink. Yet again, Mickey unstoppable. Continue on towards the Leshrac kill. It is just chain demolition. As they've got No Tail and Seb to try and swing back. Mickey still alive somehow, but blown up by the Timbersaw. Streaks being given over to OG, and it looks like Tiger spotted out there. TP attempted, Boundless Strike and Disruption expended to stop it. Tiger Wind Run cancelled out by the Yules. Timbersaw very farmed. Yules Blade Mail. 8-23. OG still in the running here, even with a support Monkey King.
Seb is doing so much work for the team. He's 2,000 gold ahead second on the net worth list. Level 14. Taiga needs to farm his Spirit Vessel, just needs 700 gold to finish it off.
G still trying to play forward into that dire jungle. They've got 2 observer wards giving them vision. That's what you want to be doing. Play into your vision. That's where you know enemies are coming. You can see TPs, you can see rotations and reactions. Tier 2 looks pretty open for them. There's Liquid, a bit of a mirror movement. Tusk and Rubik down on that bottom part of the map. Grabbing up the Radiant side outpost. Actually bringing all of their numbers down there. Yet again, Liquid 5 heroes strong.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Seb showing on the mid lane. He's very, very hard to kill before they get the Spirit Vessel charge.
Tier 2 top is still half HP, by the way, so Seb TPing mid showing means Liquid knows that they can have a 5v4 top if they get there in time.
He reconnects with the team.
Straight in onto the high ground, snowball onto No Tail, Wukong's command from the Monkey King thrown out as they try and circle around this Bo3 Tusk, roll in from Saxa. He's so tanky, they've blown up the Shadow Demon of the Lashrak, self-fuels into the air with the Pulse Nova going, tries to Ghost Scepter to buy himself time against the Razor from Koikfer, and he does survive. Great play as Seb swings in from tree to tree. He's role-playing his Monkey King as they catch out Mickey to simulate down to the low ground though, and Mickey makes his
He's silent.
Astral Step in 4 seconds, but Seb is there. Oh, the Remnant Pulse, and the Ether Remnant actually buys him a little more time. Now with the stack to the right-hand side, dodging and diving to simulate ready yet again. Can he get away from this? No, he can't. Stunned as he lands, hits the ground with a splat, and Sumail clears up a kill. And now 10 to 24, and OG starting to build momentum.
Yeah, you said Timbersaw, he was mid lane, but he easily connects. He was just killing a full creep wave. He was 2 Timber Chains away from that fight, while Liquid, they were not there, they were not ready. Once they get that Spirit Vessel, there is already a Dispel on Timbersaw. Coming out from that Yule Scepter. Oh man, he even gets the Nether Shawl. Magic resistance and -3 armor. He really does not care about minus armor at all.
He is huge this game. Bloodstone queued up now as well. 10k net worth at 19 minutes on your Timber. You start to look at Liquid, and yes, they got that very early kill lead. They were looking real hot, finding a lot of snipes and pickoffs onto OG, but their item progression is starting to stall. Razor BKB still about 1,500 gold away. Boxy working on his BKB. You mentioned the Spirit Vessel, and that is now done on Tiger, so potential here for Liquid with this Blade Mail Void Spirit to continue fighting. OG have a lot of items themselves. Echo Saber for mid one Monkey King. He's now got himself to, you know, middle of the table, catching up to the Void Spirit in terms of net worth. And let's track that Ghost Scepter. It made the difference in that fight, right?
Yeah. A bit of different thinking coming out from Sumail. Like, I need something against this Tusk once he goes in on me. Same goes for Razor if I'm static linked. So Bounty Runes spawn, there's double damage next to the rush pit.
This Star Observer Water saw the lash, and they know exactly where Sumail is. So a very nice smoke wraparound in onto Sumail, catches the Lashrak as he was trying to grab runes.
Do you think you should lose the rune that you have bottle up once you die? No. Maybe you should. No? Okay.
Grabbing runes is risky business. I don't know. I think it's nice being able to keep it. Because, like, you know, it can expire while you're dead.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I think you already lose too much just dying with a rune bottled. Like, imagine you get a Necro or something. You bottle a rune. You get Reaper's Scythe and it just expires because you can't respawn in time to use it.
Full BKB
Timbersaw
on Razor, flying out, but there is still Demonic Purge. He's gonna pop that BKB.
tries to run out with the Wukong's command as they try and control Seb, but the long timber chain back gets OG out of a sticky spot. Monkey King TPs away on top of the trees. OG, they are out of there, forcing that first BKB charge of the Razor. Nothing really in return outside of, you know, Wukong's command being used.
Full Bloodstone on Timbersaw, 21 minutes in. Spell amplification from Nethershall and the item. It's gonna be tough. Mickey, that's a great time. Silence from Saksa.
It is nap time for Mickey. 45 seconds without your Void Spirit, and Seb is just going straight behind tier 2. Clear out the wave. Now the Leshrac to come in. The objective. Boxy, Tiger, and Koikva. In a kind of interesting position here, still playing around that one Dire Observer ward. Trying to hold out on the left side of the map. Saksa and Sumail want to open up on the Razor. A roll will not find this Koikva Razor. As No Tail getting sniped elsewhere by Boxy. Monkey King gonna leap across the treetops.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So the Razor doesn't get cancelled.
I almost trust you.
Throughout all of that, tier 2 mid defended.
That's one of the downsides of the Liquid lineup. They have no tower damage. Another smoke.
Saksa was so close to popping that smoke as well. He was high ground in the medium camp. Can they kill the Timbersaw? They go in with everything they've got. My goodness, yes they can. 5 heroes strong. Liquid shut down Seb. Mega kill streak gone, and now a tier 1 finally going to fall in that mid lane.
You have 5 heroes hitting him with the tag team. Of course he's gonna drop. I don't think Shackle even connected there. They just stun him with the Walrus Punch.
That's all they needed. Sumail Lesh gonna TP away.
Radiant structures.
As Liquid were converging in on his location, but grabbing the outpost, giving away their position. Radiant also scanning Roshan. Man, No Tail's gonna come and try and de-ward his high ground here, and realize very quickly that they don't have any vision anymore. It just expired.
Double damage.
Dire and Radiant vision in that mid lane.
What a
Get de-warded by Saksa.
Mickey decided to go for BKB instead of finishing Deso first. He needs to take care of himself. Like, try to use the Simulate a couple of times. They timed it very well, either with Leshrac stun, Boundless, or Silence from Earth Spirit, so he could not pull it off.
So Liquid want to go for another smoke. Double damage Razor going to expire before they can connect on anyone. Both of their lanes in a pretty good position. Mickey's just going to shove out one more wave mid. Come down south. One deep Observer ward. The bottom left of that jungle.
Liquid is very good at using
gonna see the
smoke
monkey.
and backstabbing people. Oh, Monkey.
They stop the monkey from jumping that plasma field and the AoE from Eye of the Storm, and Mickey's jumping in to stop the rolling boulder. Saksa can't make his escape. They buy back on mid one. He's TPing to the outpost now, and Liquid just gonna disengage. They don't have a high ground Observer ward. They don't have great vision here, so they fall back to the Observer ward they do have. They jump in, catching the Shadow Demon. No disruption, no nothing.
Buyback.
No Tail forced to buy back now as well. Seb being controlled up, trying to limit his damage output. It's a shackle shot. Oh, Tiger has a gorgeous one. Set up on a Sumail and Saksa. As the Magnetize finally comes through and rolling boulder connecting onto Tiger, but Saksa will fall as the chase going in deeper. Looking for Seb as Mickey's BKB wears off now. He popped his blade mail and Boxy takes him down. The 3 cores chasing towards Sumail, but they want to swing back and get the easier kills. Mid one, the buyback into dieback. It looks like it is. Disruption will buy a little bit of time here, but the Ether Remnant will connect, and mid one is a goner.
No Tail, they know he's here. Does not have anything to TP out. He should be scouted out. But look at Sumail. He's ready to set things up.
They get the Shadow Demon now. Sumail
blade
coming in,
mail.
trying to find Mickey, but he's going to be able to walk this one off with a face. No. Lightning Storm finally takes him down, but the Ghost Scepter buying a bit of time for Sumail, but it's, what, a 5-man wipe, 7 kills for Liquid, and Sax is going to give them like an 8th one. He was quick, but a self-Yule, and now a Rolling Boulder out. Sax's Spirit Vessel. Is that going to kill him? No, not quite. 50 HP.
Bo3 will go in, trust me. Misses, but now he knows where Saxa is. Come on, Bo3. So they lost... How many buybacks? Was that 2 or 3?
It was 7. It was 7 kills for Liquid. A team wipe plus 2 diebacks.
Monkey couldn't get the good Wukongs off. They were just doing a very good job, and you said it. If there's Chakram stolen by Rubik or Whirling Death plus a power shot, it's not that great of a Monkey game.
0, 9, and 5. He's no longer just endangered. They need to start a breeding program. Put him in a zoo. He has not had a good game at all. Dragon Scale, trying to make a BKB, but he has been focused down every step of the way here by Team Liquid. And now BKB freshly purchased. Desolator is about 1,800 or so gold.
Oh yes.
2,000 away for Mickey.
Man, I'm in love with Bo3. Like, he just grew on me so much. After I see this Aghanim Scepter queued up, like, that's the play. Either Timbersaw goes in, you kick him out. You kick Monkey King out of Wukong's command. Right against Leshrac, he goes in, uses mana, you kick him out. Okay, I don't want this game to end for another, like, 7-8 minutes until Bo3 manages to farm the item.
Yeah, give us like 10 minutes, then you can farm it and use it a couple of times. We're hunting for Insania top, but Saxa broke the tree that Monkey was standing on, then didn't get the connection onto the Rubik.
Bo3 is the best player in the world, no doubt about it. Going for Aghanim Scepter on Tusk.
he's your newfound love. He's your idol.
Yeah.
Oh, mid one scouted and jumped. Bo3 there with a snowball, and they've got him. Monkey King 0 and 10. Sax has jumped in. He was trying to save the Monkey King. He's going to be a sacrifice himself, though. Mickey's Void Spirit's here. Liquid, 4 heroes strong.
It's such a strong combo. You have Focus Fire. Like, Wind Ranger doesn't deal that much damage at the moment, just going for full utility. But every single time she attacks, tag team procs.
Oh, and another one, just chaining these kills. Bo3's BKB allows him to stand in the chakra, punching Sumail into the ground. Left onto Seb, stops the Timber Chain, but he's got another one in a second with a Yule Scepter, but is he going to survive? No! The Shackle Shot lasts long enough for the damage to flow through from Liquid and No Tail. Oh, dearie me. It's a 5-man team wipe spread across about a minute's duration.
Yeah, I think Seb wants to see what happens when Bloodstone charges hit 0.
Not good things.
So top lane, Mick is still going for that, so yeah, they're very limited on the tower damage, which I think is a correct play here.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Koikwa full satanic, so status resistance, and that's a second second life on him. Oh, nice
Nice
Yules.
Yules. Really well done, and there's Tiger with Blink Dagger to set up the Shackle Shot. Unstoppable Quake for Razor, and 4 seconds before the outpost, they grab both of them.
Every coin helps.
Now Wind Ranger will start transition. This is gonna be another core, which is very elusive, hard to take down. Completely different build from what we see from the usual position for Wind Rangers. Like FY was pretty much the only one who was playing it when we were casting ESL Los Angeles online, and he was going straight into MKB, then getting a BKB. But this game, like, they needed to get that Spirit Vessel.
Can they kill Insania
against these heroes?
That's all they want right now. OG yules the Rubik up, and look at Liquid. They are ready to turn.
The snowball save.
The snowball catches 2 of them, and the Shackle Shot flies through. Mid-one gets the Wukong's command down, and they do slay the Rubik as Bo3, trapped inside this Wukong's command, and being battered away by mid-one. A little bit of a comeback here as OG win. A nice team fight with 2 quick kills and the potential to go into Roshan. chasing Tiger with a great rolling boulder. They catch the Wind Ranger. Seb on top of her, and Tiger with no escape available. Mickey, Blade Mail, he's taking out Saxa very quickly. Koikfoot arrives, but they've got to turn tail and sprint away from this one. Mickey,
Dodge
jumps away.
With the illusion rune dodge, man. That's like having Manta these days. It got buffed.
So good to get out of that splitter.
Okay, illusion rune confirmed not to be the worst rune anymore. And it stops the Roche. Like, they were just buying time. I believe they can still go in and try to make it, but damage is very limited. You have Timbersaw. Damage output is only Lashrak at the moment. Monkey still farming his...
And they've nearly got Halberd on Seb. He's got about 2,000 gold saved up, so he can afford it. Great up against this Razor. Hell, great up against any of these heroes. The right-click power of Liquid has been substantial. They now have the Desolator on Mickey to really amp that up. Void for going for the classic Satanic Butterfly. And evasion. You're gonna be,
Yeah, I just saw, man. Bo3, he's not the best Dota player that ever existed. Swapping a plate mail in quick buy, okay.
I was gonna say you're gonna be a little bit disappointed, but you are super disappointed by that. No Aghanim Scepter for Tusk.
He bought it.
They walk past Secret Shop, they walk into Saxa No Tail, but they see Sumail on the left-hand side. That's the big kill that they want to grab. Lashrak self-fuels, but he's already on 400 HP, less even. With Aetherham in there, he's blown out of the water. Now the move in, Saxa tag-teamed up by Bo3. Demonic Hurt is there, but he blinks across to try and save Tiger and chase down Seb. Timbersaw causing problems here as Sumail buys back. Mickey jumps out. Liquid, they're trying to disengage. OG have held their high ground, bought back, and want to continue fighting. Kill on the Tusk. 2 heroes down for Liquid, and they've caught Mickey out in the trees. Dissimulate with no Astral Step charges remaining. He's going to BKB, turn to kill Saxa. No way! Mickey's 1v4ing. He gets himself out there with a little step off to the right-hand side, but the Yule Scepter catch with the Split Earth. There's no way out of that one this time.
Now it's time to go Roche. They need to get something out of this buyback from Sumail. There is Orb of Destruction on Monkey King, so it should be enough damage unless Liquid decides to buy back. Mickey has one, no buyback on Tusk. Also Wind Ranger with no buyback. I think Wind Ranger might need to get a BKB as the next item to just be damage, but you also need to have an ability to save yourself. They purge your Wind Run with either Demonic Purge or just the Yule Scepter. So Sumail should be picking up this Aegis, and here it goes.
And OG so good at using these buybacks. Sumail getting annihilated. Just buys back, swings the team fight, and now he has Aegis of Immortal. 2 lives for him. The old Disco Pony. Gonna walk back to base, replenish his mana. Out and rejoin the team. Monkey King's net worth not looking too bad anymore. 11,000 for mid one. He's not got a single kill. Spotted out.
Yeah, but 11 assists, that looks good on the board. If you just put your finger over the 0.
I wonder how many people do that right now. Watching the stream, you know, OG fans there just like, Lacoste, you're right. I'm gonna put my finger over that 0.
And you need to clean your monitor.
From Sumail with Insania following, the high ground attempt from OG is coming.
They just made 6k gold difference in less than 2 minutes.
But it's still a 4 versus 5 here for Liquid. Koik for draining a lot of damage out from that Timbersaw. Now hitting for, about 400, like 400 damage per click. He is just shredding them, but he's also losing HP at a drastic rate. His Satanic on cooldown means he's gonna fall. OG losing 4 heroes in a row, though, with Mickey clearing up. And 5-man team wipe for Team Liquid as they hold their high ground, defend their base. Tier 3 somehow still up with 160 HP.
Mickey got so much out of that. Like, he is level 25. So Astral Step crit. Void Spirit picked up double damage with the Desolator. Let's check the buybacks.
I mean, that was 6 kills, right, with the Aegis on the Leshrac.
Yes, they only have 2 buybacks on both supports, and that's it. Also, it's a 35-minute wave that is coming close to their base. That means siege creeps, and they're gone.
Multi-shot glyph. What an ability. No tail. Ooh, he shows his position with the poison, and there it is. The snowball straight onto the Shadow Demon. The shards aren't that great, but the telekinesis and the remnant are beautifully set up to take down the SD, who likely will be forced to buy back in the
Back, you need to go back.
So they buy back Saxa instead of Shadow Demon. That will pressure Liquid away from the Radiant base.
It's very important that Taiga doesn't die straight away in a team fight. His choice of talents is great. -2 shackle shot cooldown and duration on level 20. So getting multiple of those, allowing the rest of the team to deal damage, is going to be crucial. That's why I want to see a defensive item on him. Usually I'm not a big fan of Magic Clamp, but here I find it as a very great item. The spell and some extra HP. Oh, Spell Prism. Ah, he might swap it out.
That's so good. Look at this vision from Liquid as well. High ground tree ward up top to try and scout out Monkey King. Left hand lane ward on that top lane as well. Really expecting OG to, you know, play that top lane into the dire jungle. Yeah, exactly. And Insania wards up the middle of his jungle as well. So they are keeping that top half of the map all warded up. Insania cancelling the outpost take. Chakram there, and they're going to grab Seb.
Full duration Chakram.
But he's annihilated, and they chase into the back as well, finding the Shadow Demon. So again, no tail focus, and the Shackle Shot stops Saxa in his tracks. A Yults up onto that Timbersaw as he does buy back and return to the fight. But Seb is isolated now. He's all alone. There's going to be a dieback on Seb. He's gone! Saxa's rolled in. Earthspirit is going to be now 1v5ing, and Liquid.
It's time to go. Look at this big arrow drawn on the minimap.
Well, they know both of those heroes bought back and now died back, right? 100 seconds without Timber, Earthspirit, OG in a 3v5, and they've been struggling as it is. Liquid going to be using that 16k net worth lead now with Spell Prism on Mickey. Full Aghanims completed.
And good luck, man. Insania is about to hit level 25 on position 5 Rubik. Level 25 for level 25 Rubik. And he has Timeless Relic, deep extra 25% debuff duration on top of Arcane Supremacy, extra 40%. Like, do the math, Gary. These stuns last for eternity.
A fucking lot, Lacoste.
I wonder what he's gonna go. Spell Amp, extra damage. Whew. Extra damage from that, top as well. Extra damage from Timeless Relic. So Chakram deals like 6,000 damage per second.
That is big numbers. Huge numbers. Full lane of Rax. Taken by Liquid and the tier 2 top. Roshan spawn in just under 2 minutes, and Mickey does find the DD rune, bottles it up. And the onslaught continues. They've still got 30 seconds without Timber and Earthspirit. Here, potentially coming through. Quickfoot is so tanky on that front line with Satanic and Butterfly, and every time Liquid sees a hero, they have 3 or 4 people jump on them immediately. Blink Snowball, they've got that Astral Step, and there it is. A disruption. It will bubble to try and buy a little bit of time here for mid one. It's his BKB, but the Wukong doesn't even come out. He's done for.
If you use Scepter defensively or Disruption, it's a great setup for Ether Remnant.
Seb's gonna try and frontline here, but in they come again. Seb, he's TP'd aggressively, now kicked away. The Blade Mail doesn't help him. Mickey's double damage rune is shredding through these OG heroes. The Remnant is placed in front of that Leshrac, but Mickey has taken him out with just a few punches. As another 5-man team wipe here shuts OG out, and Liquid going to 2-0 victory in this lower bracket final, and they'll be meeting Team Secret in the grand finals.
Oh, what a performance from Team Liquid, man. The itemization, besides Boxy not going for Aghanim set, you know, a bit disappointed, but everything else was on point. Position 5, Rubik, still winning games. Like, whatever you steal,